Blessed afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Brewing Live, all new season, episode 207. So imagine it's 207 episodes already for mental preparedness in the new landscape amidst challenges, amidst challenges of the our present time. And Brewing Live is a community service of DCAP Coffee Republic, our coaching hub and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. And in partnership with Life Coach Philippines, our heart here as game changers is to brew mental fitness in your space and help nurture holistic mental health for you and the people that matters to you. Of course, those are your family members, your friends, your parents, relatives, whoever who are important to you, are relevant to you, and who are the people that you love and care for. So shout out to all of my fellow kindred coaches serving in this corner of the digital space and advancing life coaching ethically and professionally. Of course, giving is a lifestyle which never goes out of style. So I encourage you to expand your heart today by supporting the works that we are doing here by blessing Decaf Coffee Republic with your food and beverage order. We have delicious vegan meals, fresh guyabano and mango juice, no calorie sugar replacement syrup, pita chips, and mushroom chicharon for easy switch to healthy eating. So if you're looking for healthy options for your eating choices, eating needs. You know, order at Decaf Coffee Republic. Order in this page. Just send us a message, and we'll be happy to help you out. If you're looking for more options, we have a menu. We can help you out. Just let us know. Inviting you to join us there. And I'm also inviting you to join us on our hashtag Save One campaign against diabetes. Check out our organic insulin wine and tea and know more about sugar regulator products to help fight the debilitating symptoms of diabetes. You know that diabetes is one of the biggest problems or being encountered by people, especially during this time of pandemic. Let's save one, for more favorite and classic comfort food. We also have sausage platter. We have waffles, pies, cakes, wraps, and milkshake. So these are all available at Teacup Coffee Republic. So please check our FB page for the menu of sumptuous meals and refreshing drinks, or connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to bring Decaf Coffee Republic experience in your space through order or pickup and also delivery services. We are also open from 12 noon to 12 midnight for dining experience. Just hop in there. They're open now at 12 noon, so have them join. Have Just go there, talk to Coach Russell, Coach. I think Coach Maureen is there, Coach Candy, Coach Raj, Coach Janet. So go in there, have a conversation with them as you eat as well. For other ways to support the community works, you may now give us some of the stars in there, and also love gift fund transfers. Just check the caption on the video on the bank info and the GCash account below. Bless the space, bless the people who are sharing their insights, their knowledge, their skills, their expertise with you, because we've developed this for the longest time. We're sharing to you so that they give you value to all of the things that you do in your work and also in your life and then in your relationship. If you just joined me, welcome and thank you for being here. You may circulate this link for videos and invite your friends and watch with you. You may also tag them in the comment section below. Give them some shout out, some encouragement. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday afternoon. For most of you, maybe you're just resting in there. You're just relaxing on a Sunday, being preparing, doing some errands at home, and preparing for tomorrow, for work. Spend some time. Just allow yourself to stop and reflect and take a moment and appreciate things in life. Give them some message in there, acknowledge them, express some gratitude, just say thank you. Life is short these days. You have people that you talk to, then suddenly they're not in this world anymore. Give them some blessing in there. Just tell them hi. Simple hi is a great way. As for me, I'm giving a shout out to all of my fellow mental model collectors inside the B-Learning Society by Master Coach A. If you are yet to be a smart holder of the B-Learning e-card and you're still missing on the perks that I am enjoying, today is the best time for you to take action. Please connect with Coach Russell through 0917-586-1661 to join the B-Learning Society. It's a tent maker of the B-Learning Home for Mental Fitness. And what you will get out of here, of course, the biggest one is your fulfilling the passion project of Master Coach A, helping create that halfway house, which is the Be Learning Society. And it's a facility that allows individuals to find a space to just be themselves, a place for healing, a place for solace, a place where they can just be themselves and just continue to start living the life that they want, working on their life. And this is something that we're looking forward to. I would like for you to support us here. This is a big cause that we're doing. It's something that we want to be able to change the future generations and also for our children's children. Um, if you take advantage of this while you're helping Master Coach A with building the facility, you will also get a 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. You will also get a full access mental model masterclass by Master Coach A, which is happening every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus, you get the benefit of a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And I tell you, that 90-minute free coaching session is super sulit. Yeah, and in the words of the Filipinos, is super sulit. Take advantage of that. But of course, save the date. It's going to be next Saturday on January 29th, which is the fifth Saturday for this month because it's, the new year at 7 p.m. for our next mental model masterclass as Master Coach A will teach about the transformation mental model. And transformation is a radical shift at the identity level. And this masterclass will go deeper on what transformation is, what is involved in transformation, transforming oneself, and the biggest transformation bottlenecks and how to overcome them. If it's time for a radical shift, so do not miss this masterclass. Please connect with Coach Rezzhel to 0917-586-1661 for more information and registration assistance. So, take advantage of this be learning society and transformation masterclass, especially for those who are wanting to transform their life this year. This is something that I'm looking forward to. It's something that I'm gonna work on this year, and I'm super excited for the learning. And I hope you're gonna be part of this program as well as we continue along in this age and also in this time. All right. So moving on for today's episode, I will be sharing to you 3 ways to master that you can master your patience for the men out there, for the father. I'm going to talk to you specifically, but if you are a mom, if you are a wife, if you are a single woman in there, I would tell you would learn something as well in this nugget. Please do tag your friends, forward this video link, and invite other people to join us in the Harvard conversation for mental preparedness. As for me, if this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you see my face, I am Life Coach Shaun De Joya. I am the man from Pasig City. I'm a professional certified co-actively co-create life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And currently, I am a workforce management professional, and I am practicing life coaching and mental health coaching, which empowering success. What I do is empowering successful men to be mentally fit so that they can stay inspired to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. And what I do is I teach and coach men to live, to love, to learn, to laugh, and to live a legacy. So if you're watching this on a replay, please do comment in there, hashtag replay, send us a message if you wish to connect with any of the points that I will be sharing with you. Just feel free to message us in there. You may also find the YouTube link where you can watch the replay of all of the episodes of Brewing Live and a caption in the video below. And please do follow and subscribe to the channel so that you can get regular updates. You get notified when there are new learning videos becomes available. All right. So before I begin, thank you. Just acknowledging the presence of all those coaches who's watching. Master Coaches Mean, Coach Mao, and my better half, Coach Tim Dioya. All right. Let's begin. Let me start with a story. I've been a parent for 19 years now. So 19 years for me, parenting is a gift. I realized that parenting is a gift. It's an opportunity for us parents to empower our children and equip them, to live better and to be better. Um, I've realized that nothing can really prepare you to be a parent. Nothing. There's no preparation whatsoever because different people or different children are different in their own little way and they have different needs. Not one is the same. I have 2 kids right now. I have two teenagers. I've experienced moment in which comparison happens. You would compare. Would compare my eldest with my youngest, and vice versa, and so on. And that's something that's not good. When we start comparing our children to other children, it's not good for our children. And you tend to ask yourself, why is the other better than the other? Why is the other, far faster in learning? They can, grasp of things. And why is the other person challenged in developing certain areas of their life? And why ask all of this, why? Unfortunately, these why questions turn into impatience. When we are asking all of this why and why and why, it could turn impatient to the parents, which leads to greater uncertainty. Because when a person is impatient, they would make decisions that eventually they will regret. And as a parent, I know we all want the best for children, the best for our children. We need to acknowledge that. We want the best for our children, but not all the best that we think of for our children, thank you, Lady Jen, for joining, is really the best for them. It might be the best for us, it might have worked for us, but it doesn't mean that it will work for our children. And the feeling that our children are not equipped to survive this world strikes fear into our minds. So when was the last time that you fear for your children? Maybe, if they don't learn all of this necessary skills, expertise, and what have you, then you feel that they're gonna not gonna be able to thrive in this world. And this pandemic is causing a lot of great stress for parents. It's causing new and unexpected challenges, including financial losses. You have concerns around contracting, COVID-19. And you have all of these mandatory stay at home orders, which disrupts the family routines. So I would think that a lot of parents, and I've talked to a lot of parents, a handful of parents, and even individuals who still struggling creating routines because they're used to going and work, working, in the workplace, traveling, and what have you, and that has all been disrupted. Like how difficult it is for you for the past couple of weeks for you to continue to parent your children the same way as you parent them pre-COVID, no, prior to COVID. What has changed so far? What have you changed as a parent? Based on research back in May and September of 2020, parents have indicated that the cause of high stress for them is because of the change in daily routines and the structure. That's the first one. That's the biggest one. The second is the worry and anxiety of COVID 19. The third is the child's online schooling and at home demands. Maybe you experience that. I've experienced that as well. I tell you how challenging it is. The fourth is the social impact, which is the child has the desire to be friends and they can't, have this social connection with other of their classmates because they're not in face-to-face conversation. They're in their computers having conversation. And the fifth is the child's worry and anxiety around COVID-19. Now, this has been the cause of the stressors that we parents have, and I've experienced this as well. And the stressors causes the parents to make poor decisions because of the impatience, which hinders democracy in the household. Because of the impatience, you just tend to control the children to do A, B, C, D, and E. But in your heart, it's something that is not empowering your children to make better decisions. Because the reality is we cannot predict the future. You know, Prediction assumes only one outcome. If you predict this, that's going to be an outcome. And as approaching in the third year of the pandemic, we've seen prediction of what this pandemic would do, but we've seen a lot of predictions. I think all of the predictions have not materialized. We're still getting COVID even after vaccine. It does not save us from the virus. Even our children are getting the virus. Before it said that only adults and the older generations will get it, but right now even a young child is getting it, and there's no certainty anymore of how we can save ourselves from this virus. And the best route for us, and now what I think, and based on this research as well, is to prepare ourselves, because in preparation it assumes many possible outcomes. Let me repeat that. Preparation assumes many possible outcomes because it allows us to see things in a different perspective. It prepares us for what is to come and other scenarios and other outcomes that can happen. And I believe that when we start changing this, when we start preparing ourselves as parents, it's possible for our children to develop the trust with their parents because it allows the parent to be patient. The more impatient the parents are, the less trust is there for the children. because they don't feel that the parents trust their children to make sound decisions. And they limit as well the children from committing mistakes. And I believe that mistakes needs to happen. Mistake needs to be there for any individual, not just for our children, even for ourselves to learn. I believe that patience leads us to trust our children so that they can do the right things. I mean, do things right rather than doing the right things. Because what is right for me might not be right for my children, and vice versa. We are different human beings, and without patience, there can no there can be no trust. Without patience, there can be no trust. As a father leading a family, we need to be able to trust our children to make sound decisions. You know, and as a head of a family, we also need to have be in a space where we are able to make sound decisions to focus on the well-being of our family. And that means showing patience. At times, for the fathers out there, and even for the moms, right? We can be too impatient. For the father, because we need to convey strong leadership, we must be patient to ourselves and absorb failures and learn from it. As a father, and I'm not sure if it's unfortunately, we are conditioned to be problem solvers. When situations and problem arise, we go into default mode, finding solutions to solve problem. And at times, too much information we receive distracts and disorient us. When sometimes our child talks about a lot of different things and so on and so forth. We just want to, whoa, stop. We just want to think about solutions. Okay, what are the solutions? Instead of us listening to our children and hearing what they're not saying. Because the moment that our children raise their concern, we go into responsive mode. We react, you know? Have you ever had a moment in which you talk to your children and it told them what to do instead of you listening to their thoughts and their ideas so that they can help them make a decision from themselves? And eventually they stop talking to you because they would rather talk to their friends, because their friends, they're able to listen to them. I believe that telling our children what to do cripples them. Asking them what to do, now that is empowering. That is something that puts the control to the children, because control and intimidation will no longer serve the purpose of the generations today. And remember, we will leave this world eventually. So how are you equipping your children? We must pursue being mindful about our decisions and reaction. As men, for men out there, most of us use our left brain qualities. We focus on analytical thinking and short-term solutions. That is what, again, it's not a bad thing, but that's how we are raised. That is the reality. And there are some things that we can learn from women. You know? And I've been learning this. It's a challenge for me, for men out there. I know how challenging it is. Woman uses the right brain to assess value and create content or context to the content of what our children are saying or doing. Because our right brain allows us to slow down, because it allows us to think creatively. Like, how are you fathering your children to become the person you wish them to be? The challenge right now for any individual, and this goes especially for leaders out there, for those men who work in the corporate world. If you are leading a team, we've created a culture in the workplace, the I want it now mindset, which makes people impatient and hostile. And you see that as well at home, in which every one of us has this convenience and a quick way. If you have questions, we can utilize social media, the internet, Google, Facebook, and what have you, to search answer for our inquiries. Unfortunately, this leads us in thinking the same way as the children are thinking and their responses. But our children are not robots. We expect our children to answer, solve problems, give you the response and so on, quickly respond to things and what have you. But they're not robots. They're not computers. They're human beings that needs nurturing and developing. And that, gentlemen, I tell you, takes time and patience. And we must develop our imagination to help our children become better stewards of their life and also of this world. So, what I'm going to share to you are three ways for you to master patience as a father. And for the moms out there, my hope is you would be able to get some learnings in there in here. Maybe you can implement this as well, being a mom, or you can teach this to your husband. So I hope you're ready in there. Three ways to master patience as a father. Number one, and I think this is the most important, is self-control. I believe that fear kills innovation. If we constantly strike fear to our children, it limits our children to innovate. And we must build trust in here. As head of the family, we must study both the past and the present to prepare our children for the future. Because your past have dictated who you are in the present, but it doesn't mean that your present will dictate your future. You can change your present. You can change your present mindset, your present thinking, your present behaviors. All of these different things you can change. This is where a lot of self-control comes into mind because our reaction can lead to a decision that leaves us with a guilty feeling and doing something that we will regret in the future. And this guilt and regret haunts individuals and they start doubting themselves for their ability to lead the family. Being mindful of our current understanding and familiarity will allow us to make better decisions. So understand your understanding and understand your familiarity. Like what are the things you currently know right now? Are these things really relevant still for your children? And what are you familiar of? What's the routine that you have? What the mindset that you have that you're currently holding on? And are these things helping our children to be better? It's unfortunate that parents fail in parenting when they stop evolving, when they don't evolve. And when our children continue to fear us and they don't trust us, they also carry this kind of mindset, and eventually they will carry this on when they do the work, and also when they have friends and they have relationship. So self control is one critical aspect. Number two, for men, humility. We must develop our humility that we can learn from women. Yeah, I said that. We can learn from women. Women have traits that reflect the right brain of thinking. And the right brain of thinking are empathic, they see the big picture, they're qualitative rather than quantitative. They see the quality of individuals. And I've seen this from my mom and also from my spouse and other woman, out there who's seeing all of these things. And I'm learning from them. And we must start to be humble and accept that some of our abilities will not serve our goal as parents and as fathers because we must start empowering our children to decide on their own rather than us helping, doing the decision for them. And I know that you're doing that because you want the best for their children, but is that really the best for them? Bad habits and impulsive behaviors which men have can stem from overconfidence, and that is a fact. I'm speaking that for the men out there and also for the women. This is where we're at, and that doesn't mean that we're bad people. It's just that's how we're built. And at times, being this overconfident can tend us to be angry and dismissive about our spouses, and also dismissive about our children's thoughts, ideas, because we have this need to dominate. Now, the challenge here is to finally become humble to learn from our wives because we can learn from them. And the wives as well, of course, you can learn from your husband. And this is something that we need to start exploring. We need to have the humility to start thinking about the things that we're doing. Is it really serving a bigger purpose? And is that something that you want to leave a legacy behind to your children? Is that something that you want your children to pass to their children and their children's children? So that is number two, humility. And lastly, number three, generosity. It's unfortunate that the rise of digitalization and social media has replaced our conversations with communication. It's a totally different thing. Generosity, yeah. Conversations has changed with communication. I believe that only in communication we are able to solve problems, help our children solve their problems, have emotional connection, and have a moment to negotiate with our children. Generosity allows us to be intentional about the time that we spend with them. And for men, for me specifically, I focus towards giving the monetary and the material support to my children. When I started 19 years ago as a parent, that is what I have been taught. Provide financial support, make sure that the children go to a good school, make sure that they have good grades, find a good job, buy a house for them to get supported and so on. But unfortunately, this is no longer supporting our children. That will not help your children in the long term. Children today, if you observe it, have more emotional problems and issues, and that needs conversation from the father. There's a rise in anxiety and depression right now, and children are not being listened to. The mom is supporting, but the men out there, I believe that the father's conversation will provide the courage and confidence for the children to excel in what they do. I am a believer in that. And that is what I am fighting for the men out there. We must break this mindset of the societal norm that, you know, there are certain expectations and a stereotype that you need to follow. That needs to be broken down. That needs to be disrupted. Because empowering our children to be in the driver's seat of their life allows them to feel that they are in a safe space for them to fail, to experiment, and eventually become better. So do family activities together. Spend some time, give some time, be generous about it, and give that. For fathers out there, let's be intentional and build our trust with our spouse and our children. We need to develop our ability to be more socially responsible as the head of a family. We need to start that connection. We need to have that communication, change that and have really that interaction that we're looking for, that engagement. It's possible. I believe that the father needs to be the beacon of light for the family. And the beacon of light means, especially with this increasingly, disorienting world, and there's just a lot of information out there, the father needs to start driving the direction on which the family is doing. And I believe we can do it. But we need to make some sacrifices, and the main sacrifices that it's the intention for a long-term result. Because I think that it's no longer for us. What we're doing right now is not for us anymore. It's for our children. They're going to benefit. Whatever we're planting seeds right now, the fruits, they will reap that. So what are you planting to your children right now? And are those seeds that you're planting allowing them to thrive and to change the course of the future generation? I know that you want the best for your children. But is the best for your children what you think the best for your children is really what the children thinks that's best for them? So let's finally have that conversation. Stop the communication, start the conversation. Because that matters to the children. And if you are in need of support and you explored a lot of options already and you're thinking of, okay, what are the options that I have? What can I do right now to start moving forward? I'm inviting you to avail of my Silver Lining coaching program. By digging deep to understanding what really is important to you, this program will allow you to finally identify the goal that keeps you inspired and motivated, being engaged with your children. Plan it out so that you can be intentional with your actions, identify the obstacles that might be sabotaging your success, and create action plans on how you can handle it in an efficient and effective way. Plus, what you will get out of this as well, you will get a list of things that allows you to have joy, spark, and hope in becoming the better version as you are. Because at times we can be so successful at work and we ask yourself, is this really the life that I want? Or is there more? And if you want to know more about this program, let's have a conversation. Contact me. 0917-569-4200. That's 0917-569-4200. Let's have a strategy session. That's a free session. You don't need to pay for it. Let me just help you out. Remember that action makes progress. And if you want to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life, the first step is to just message us. Let's have a conversation and let me help you out. All right. Thank you, Coach Lady Jen, for putting in the three steps in there. Maraming salamat. Yet break the mindset of the pattern of the father out there. Let's do this. All right. Thank you very much for joining me today and supporting the advancement of mental fitness because of the still ongoing Alert Level 3. The free talk for the mental preparedness every Saturday at 4 p.m. is still temporarily on hold, but you can still connect with us with any of the coaching needs that you have. This is 24/7. We'll give you the support and the best way possible. If you are interested about the trauma and ways to heal, I invite you to attend the Trauma Masterclass series of Master Coach A. And her next class is going to be happening on February 18th. And we would focus on home care for managing and overcoming trauma. If you are interested to become a professional service provider, either as a life coach or a mental health coach like us, connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. To know more about the Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program by Master Coach A, we are now accepting application for mental health certification and internship program. Limited slots, so please take advantage of this. Get a reservation from Coach Rezzhel and, be part of what we're doing as professional life coaches. And I tell you, this profession is life-changing. It's so super life-changing. Join us back again tomorrow, same time and same digital space for episode 209, Stop and Harm and Examine Your Part. Yan, by Life Coach Lynn Garcia. Tomorrow, same time, 12 noon, at Decaf Coffee Republic. And Decaf Coffee Republic is located inside Pioneer Center Compound, or widely known as PC. We're just across Bayanihan Center in Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Street, Capitolio, Pasig City. Yan, Capitolio, Pasig City. This is Life Coach Shaun, the man from Pasig City, mentally fit to serve in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. Maraming pong salamat for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow. This is us in the Philippines, Lab Bam Boom. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.